Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to today's daily antidote of song. Today is a very pretty number, day 1,550 consecutive days of singing in this room, in this space, with these people and many more people. And we're so glad you've decided to be here again with us today. I'm Jo Rossi. I am the director of the Daily Antidote of Song, coming in today from New Hampshire, and very excited to be in the room today with Elsie Eastman coming in from Chicago, having her back for, I think, the second time. And also glad to be here with Erin, who is running our tech from Virginia. And I want to say hi to everybody in the room, and of course say hi to everybody out there on the live stream. Hello, live stream. Glad you're with us today. That's hi to everybody on Facebook and hi to everybody on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. And of course, hello to everybody in this room. Let's actually just take a minute to give a quick shout out to Carpe Diem Arts for keeping this program going day after day after day. So we're glad that you're here with us on this day of days. So welcome, of course, to Elsie coming in from Chicago, and welcome to Erin, who is running tech for us today, coming in from Virginia. Pauline in Newcastle, UK, glad you joined us today. Maybe William over there in the background. Hi to Gary in Massachusetts, Kevin in DC, Dan in Vienna, Virginia, Susan in Cincinnati, Ohio, Ruth in Birmingham, UK, Tom Armstrong, Board of Directors of Carpe Diem Arts, coming in with his base over there in Maryland. Glad to have you with us today. Bob coming in from Albany, Storm in Massachusetts, Marcia coming in from Huntsville, Ontario, Athena coming in from Brooklyn, Hoda in British Columbia, Deborah in Kentucky or in the car, depending on how you want to look at it, Linda in Orcas Island, Sue in Seattle, Caroline in DC, Loris coming in from the UK. Hi, Loris. Nice to see you. Different background for Loris today. Hi to Anne in Silver Spring, Maryland, Bob and Mabel and the Bears in Massachusetts, Nancy in Washington State, Diane in Massachusetts, Aloysius in Massachusetts. Lots of folks who are driving and singing with us today. It's awesome. We've got Elizabeth in California, Carol in Connecticut, Loriana, Kachina, and Courtney coming in from Vermont, Annette in California, Bonnie coming in from Ohio, Sharon, maybe new to us today, nice to see you today, Jen, maybe also new to us, glad to have you, Kevin coming in from New Hampshire, just like me, and Phil coming in from Totnes, UK, glad to have you with us today, Phil. Everybody, deep breath. So, we're back in this space with Elsie, who I think, Elsie, we sang with you the first time in June?
It was like a few weeks ago, yeah, in
Yeah.
June.
Okay. It was Pride Month, and we did a great Pride song with you, and we had a great time, I remember. So,
That's what I
um,
recall.
yeah, there you go. I also will say this past week we had a really great time. Circumstances ended that we had Shruti Vishwanath in this room singing with her mother in India. Joe Jenks coming in from, good grief, I don't remember, he might have been in Chicago, and Peter Amadon coming in from Vermont, and we had so much more singing. And we're going to kind of repeat that today because Elsie's going to bring us more than one song. And so, Elsie, how are you? Nice to see you.
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Great. Do you want to bring us song number one, and then we'll
Yeah,
chat for a minute?
great. Yeah, so I'm gonna play ukulele today. For anyone who was here last time, it was a guitar moment, but I felt it. I dug it out. So I'm gonna play the chorus. Um, I'm gonna play the second chorus because that's more. They change a little bit. So yeah, it goes from saying what's on my mind to not saying I'm in love, if anyone's wondering. So it goes like this. I tell you to roll over when I leave. No need for you to get up, just go right back to sleep. And when I come back, then we'll talk. It's okay that it's still dark. I might not say I love you, but you know that's what I mean. Okay, do you want me to do it again?
Sure. You want to do it one more time through, and then I
Okay,
think everybody will have it, and we'll just
okay,
start right in with you.
perfect. I'll do the first one now. This is a different one. I tell you to roll over when I leave. No need for you to get up, just go right back to sleep. And when I come back, then we'll talk. It's okay that it's still dark. I might not say you know what I mean. Okay, let's go. Hello, darling. Here we go. Oh, hello, darling. Tell me what you dreamt about last night. I doubt you thought too much about it. Oh, hello, darling. It's so nice to wake up next to you, although I barely sleep with you in my bed. I tell you to roll over when I leave. No need for you to get up, just go right back to sleep. When I come back, then we'll talk. It's okay that it's still dark. I might not say what's on my mind, but you know what I mean. Ooh, oh, hello, darling. It's so nice to see your sleepy face next to mine on my pillow in the dark. Oh, hello, darling. If it were up to me, I'd never leave, I swear. This is not my hour. I tell you to roll over when I leave. No need for you to get up, just go right back to sleep. When I come back, then we'll talk. It's okay that it's still dark. I might not say I love you, but you know that's what I mean. Good morning, darling. I'm sorry that I left you, but I'm back again to spend some time with you. Oh, you're my darling. Let's just have a lazy day and lie in bed until it's 2:30. I tell you to roll over when I leave. I'm glad you didn't get up, you deserve the extra sleep. And now we have all day to talk, and we will till it gets dark. I might not say I love you, oh, but when I kiss you, you know that's what I mean.
Woo! Thank you, Elsie Eastman.
Thank you.
That was a lot of fun to sing. A chipper little ditty, a little love song to fill us up and make us feel a little bit of joy in the midst of a sea of a lot of chaos out there in the world.
Yep.
How you feeling these days?
Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's so funny to be kind of like having your own daily stress and happiness at the same time as like on a national and global stage, things kind of just falling apart. But you can only focus on one thing at a time. So trying to take a balance between like making sure I know what's going on, even though it's hard to hear and read about. And then also like, just your job and your life and, your friends and your normal everyday. And then making sure you can go to bed with a deep breath and, try to start again the next day. So.
Thank you. That is so great. We talk about that a lot in here, the idea that, the discouragement is ever, the potential for discouragement is ever present, and that if we don't fill ourselves up with some strength, and a lot of us get a lot of strength from being in the space and singing these songs, and then we're really going to be useless in the greater scheme of things. And so, got to bolster because there's so much work to be done. And yeah, we've had lots of our artists bring that sentiment, and it is, I mean, the power of music in terms of memory, in terms of, mental health, in terms of self-sustaining. It's incredible. And we're so lucky we get to remember that once a day for half an hour in this space, if not more. I know we got a lot of people in this room that sing in choirs and do a lot of other singing. So yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
And it's okay to contain multitudes also, where it's like, this can be really hard, and also I can have a good day at the same time. So yeah.
Yeah, and we've talked about how hard that is, right? Like, how is it okay if I feel happy and good today when at the same time, right? And it's a complete and utter, mind, So I noticed you are playing the ukulele today, and when we were talking earlier, I did in fact think that this might be a very exactly lovely time for me to sort of announce here in this space. We announced it during our fundraiser, Deeper Than the Skin, but Sirius XM Radio, The Village, gave us a ukulele that we are going to be auctioning off sometime in the next couple of months. We are going to have some program days in partnership with Sirius XM, The Village, and they're going to be artists playing the ukulele that is signed by many other artists, and they're going to play a song of one of the artists. I happen to have the ukulele sitting right next to me today, and oh, Aaron, I don't know, can you spotlight me? There you go. So this ukulele is signed by a very large number of humans. And at some point, we'll release the whole list. And this is what we will be auctioning off. Signatures still over here. I think I showed them all. So yeah, we're going to be auctioning it off, but we're going to have a lot of fun. First, having Dan and Claudia Zanes play a song of someone else on there, and having Munit Mesfin play a song of somebody else on there, and lots of others, Kathy Fink and Marcy Markser. So stay tuned for some amazing programming with that there ukulele. And thanks to Elsie for bringing the uke in the room and reminding me that it was a good day to talk about the uke, because that's a happy thing, a uke signed by. So I know that David Crosby is on it, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. I know that Cameron Crowe, the filmmaker, is on it. And lots of folks have sung in here, Emma's Rev, Sweet Honey. So yeah, at some point we'll put that whole list out. But thank you everybody for riding with us on this whole big fundraising thing that we're doing. Let's all give it up for finding ways to sustain this amazing program, which takes a lot of dollars and a lot of human effort, and a lot of you guys being here singing with us every day. Elsie, in keeping with what we were talking about earlier, I believe you've got another song you're going to throw in the middle, and then we're going to return to your beautiful love song.
Yeah. So that song, Hello Darling, was off of I have 2 albums out. There's an EP that I did a while ago, and then a full album with the full band, and it's really cool. And so Hello Darling was off of my EP from 2017, which is everywhere you can get music if you want to look me up, Elsie Eastman. Let's just casually bring the guitar in now. This one is another one that I wrote, but it's nowhere. I don't think I...
Whoops, Elsie. Yep.
Oh
just
my
got
gosh.
Thank you.
Have I been on mute?
Yeah, no, just for a second.
Oh, okay. So what I was going to say is that this one is not anywhere. I don't think I have a million videos on YouTube, and I don't even think I've put it on YouTube if I can recall. So if I have, you can look it up if you want to hear it later, but it's a breakup song, but it's like a happy breakup song. It's a jolly one. And it's called Prefer It Like That. So I did realize I do have some lyrics here, which I just looked up really quickly. So this is called Prefer It Like That. I'm just going to go for it and hope that the phone doesn't black out in case I forget the words. Changed my soap to tea tree, a scent you never smelled. It's not the way it used to be, but it cleans me just as well. I changed my favorite bus stop to where we never sat, so I don't walk by your house these days, but I guess I prefer it like that. What's happening with you? What have you been up to? Are you glad you broke it off? Are you getting through? Your house must be so quiet now without me there to laugh. I bet you're sad that I'm not there, but I guess you prefer it like that. I changed, oh, I'm getting a promotion and a giant raise. I almost want to tell you, but we don't talk these days. I've learned to cook new dishes I guess you'll never taste, but you would never eat tofu, so I guess you'd prefer it this way. What's happening with you? What have you been up to? Are you sad you broke it off? Are you getting through? Your bed must feel so empty now without me there to kiss. I bet you're sad that I'm not there, but I guess you prefer it like this. I'm gonna shave my head, cause it makes me feel like me. Now I make the bed, but you'll never get to see. You inspired me to clean. Wonder what I didn't mean to show you that you now do like me. Miss your graduation, I'm sad I won't be there to say congratulations and show you that I care. But life keeps moving forward, and even though I'm sad, this is what you wanted, so I'll just have to live with that. What's happening with you? What have you been up to? Are you glad you broke it off? Are you getting through? You must feel so relieved now that it's finally through. I hope you find a girl you love, and I hope she loves you too. Yeah, I hope you find someone to love, and I hope that I do too.
All right, 3 cheers to Elsie, because we had the love song that was entirely uplifting, and then we had the breakup song that was entirely uplifting. So I pulled that one off. That was really exciting. And I'm just so grateful to you. You bring so much energy in this room that, like, I feel like lifts us all in so many ways. So thank you for the beautiful song and the fun song, and wondering if there's anything else you want to say about love breaking up, the state of the world, or anything else you've got coming up before we sing with you once more.
Let's see. Well, I guess I'll promote myself for a second. Like I said, I have an album and 2 albums out everywhere. If you want to actually monetarily support me, the best way would be to buy it on Bandcamp or buy merch or become a patron on my Patreon. Because Spotify pays artists 1 penny per 14 listens. So, and we pay to be on Spotify, so really you're just losing money. So if you want to know what's going on when I do have gigs and stuff, my email list is probably the best place, and my Instagram is going to be the top 2. So my website is elsieeastmanmusic.com, and everything's on there. There's like a link to some t-shirts and stuff. And yeah, I'm like really active on Instagram. If you're on Instagram at all, it's elsie.eastman. Regarding the music, yeah, I just try to keep it real. And it's funny, you said that it's like a really positive breakup song, and I saw someone comment that it's a kind breakup song, and I'm like, when you treat me well and you break up with me in a way that is respectful and clear, and, I felt that relationship ended in a very kind way. And so guess what? I wrote a lot of songs about it, but that person didn't get any hate songs. If they're ever listening, I'm sure they're not, but like, they're not going to get any, songs bashing them. Whereas I've had some other situations where they think there's a song on my album called Making Out with a Rock Star, and it's kind of about that concept that, like, people think it's cool that you're a singer and they want to date you until they remember that you're a songwriter, and that if they mess up, that they'll be on blast. So it's like, yeah, if you treat me well, I'll treat you well. And if you ghost me, then the songs will be less kind.
You might have a little song you don't want to hear. Yeah, that's
exactly.
Awesome. That's great. So I loved what you said about keeping it real, because, like, for sure, Elsie, I feel like going into your songs, one of the things that's super present is this just sense of a real person and a real life, and like real humans and real human exchanges. And it's so very clear in there. And I also want to shout out that we have all of Elsie's links in the chat. So here and on the live stream, so please follow Elsie. And also didn't really plant Elsie here to say the word Bandcamp, but since she did, I'll remind everybody, especially new folks, that we have a 5-album series on Bandcamp of like 100+ artists that have sung in here with us, and there's definitely more to come in the upcoming year. So if you don't already have it, it's another great way of supporting the Daily Antidote of Songs. So thanks to everybody who keeps bringing more into this space and giving us more and being more. And Elsie, that includes you. Thank you again. Can we sing that other fun song, your first one, again before we close?
Yeah, let's do it. And I didn't mention, but probably my next thing is going to be a virtual concert. So email list and Instagram again is going to be the best way to find out when that's going to be. Once I find out when that's going to be.
Yeah, well, and depending on how far out it is, maybe we can have you back before then, so that you can remind us all.
Would love that.
Great.
All right, here we go. Hello, darling. Getting out of bed early while your lover stays in bed. Oh, hello, darling. Tell me what you dreamt about last night. I doubt you thought too much about it. Oh, hello, darling. It's so nice to wake up next to you, although I barely sleep with you in my bed. I tell you to roll over when I leave. No need for you to get up, just go right back to sleep. And when I come back, then we'll talk. It's okay that it's still dark. I might not say what's on my mind, but you know what I mean. Oh, hello, darling. It's so nice to see your sleepy face next to mine on my pillow in the dark. Oh, hello, darling. If it were up to me, I'd never leave, I swear. This is not my hour. I tell you to roll over when I leave. No need for you to get up, just go right back to sleep. When I come back, then we'll talk. It's okay that it's still dark. I might not say I love you, but you know that's what I mean. Good morning, darling. I'm sorry that I left you, but I'm back again to spend some time with you. Oh, you're my darling. Let's just have a lazy day and lie in bed until it's 2:30. I tell you to roll over when I leave. I'm glad you didn't get up, you deserve the extra sleep. Now we have all day to talk, and we will till it gets dark. I might not say I love you, oh, but when I kiss you, you know that's what I mean.
Thank you so much, Elsie Eastman. Everybody, please give it up for Elsie.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was lovely, Elsie. Thank you so much for the happy Wednesday, day before our July 4 holiday here in the US. I hope lots of folks have off and are planning to do things with family and maybe to think a lot about what it means our country here as it's aging and who we want to be.
Yeah.
So one more shout out for Elsie. Thank you, Elsie. Can't wait to have you back and also to check out your live stream. Definitely keep us posted.
Yeah.
And I think we're good for the day. Let's say goodbye to everybody out there on the live stream. Thanks, YouTube, and thanks, Facebook, for joining us. We see you. We know you're there, and we really appreciate you being here with us. And thanks again to Elsie. Let's wave Elsie out of the room.
Thank
Thanks, Elsie.
you. Bye.
Have a great day doing your Chicago things, whatever they may be. Write some more songs because it's lots of fun to sing with you.
Yay, will do.
Bye, Aaron. Thanks for running tech for us today in Virginia. Pauline, and there's William. Everybody wave to William. William, we're glad you're with us today, coming in from Newcastle, UK. And Kevin in DC with the Magic Flute, glad to have you back in our space. Dan in Vienna, Virginia. Susan in Cincinnati. Phil coming in from Totnes. Now everybody wave to William, Phil, and Pauline, because they're all related. So there you go. Bonnie in Boise, Idaho. Tom coming in from Maryland, Board of Directors of Carpe Diem Arts. Thank you so much for all the hard work you do behind the scenes. Bob in Albany, Storm in Mass, Athena in Brooklyn, Kevin in New Hampshire, reminding us that today is day 1,550. Beautiful, amazing days of singing in this space. Linda on Orcas Island, Sue in Seattle, Caroline in DC, Laris in the UK, Anne in Silver Spring, Maryland, Bob, Mabel, and the Bears in Massachusetts, Cliff coming in Vermont, Hoda in British Columbia, Ruth in Birmingham, UK, Annette in California, Linda in Concord, that's Delhi in Maryland, hi Delhi, Marcia in Ontario, and Gary in Massachusetts, Nancy in Washington State, Aloysius in the car in Massachusetts, Deborah in the car in Kentucky, we think. Carol in Connecticut, Kat in Vermont, Amanda coming in from Michigan, nice to see you. Kathy, I think you might be new to us today, glad you're here today. Diane in Massachusetts, also in the car, I love it. Moon in Alexandria, Jamie coming in from Victoria, BC. Not sure if I forgot anybody. Kat, did I get you in Vermont? Thanks everybody so much for being here. Amanda, is it your birthday today? No, okay, close enough. Maybe soon, maybe not. All right, well, we're going to maybe wish somebody a happy birthday really soon. Let's wish everybody who's having a birthday today happy birthday. Because all of you out there on Facebook and YouTube, we don't actually know when your birthday is. So happy birthday in case. All right, gang, thanks for being here with us today. Can't wait to see you all tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye.